Welcome to another installment into the Invest in Yourself podcast preview. I'm John Ross. Thanks for joining me. I got my gym clothes on. Just finished working out. Got a good quick workout in. Been a busy day. We're meal prepping for a few people. Invest in Your Nutrition meal prep coming soon to the greater Sacramento area. We felt there was a need to deliver and offer healthy food options to individuals that are busy, don't know what healthy looks like but want to eat healthy, or don't know how to make it taste edible. We know that there's a truckload of bad choices for food out there. Like, this shit's everywhere. Must I name names? Countless places, right? And many people are busy, work 10 hours a day. Their moms, their fathers, they have obligations outside of work, and they want to eat healthy, but they need help. And again, if the food isn't ready, it's not prepped. They're gonna go on their lunch break. They're gonna go make the mad dash for the quickest thing that they can find. And 9 times out of 10, probably almost 10 times out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, it's gonna be bad. It's quick, it's accessible, go to the drive-through. You spend $12-15 on, not cheap all the time, but you spend a bunch of money, you spend it to get full, then you feel bad after, and that vicious cycle goes on day in and day out. Just the way it is. Again, invest in nutrition, meal prep, coming soon to the greater Sacramento area. And also, if you are not in the greater Sacramento area, alongside of being a personal trainer, also nutritionist as well, I can design a custom meal plan for you to fit your nutritional needs, to help you either build muscle, to help you lose weight. It's a customizable program. We have vegan programs, we have keto, we have all types of choices. It also comes with a shopping list. I mean, you cannot go wrong. We give you a list. Go buy this and buy that. We pretty much hold your hand for. We make it easier. Again, invest in yourself. Personal growth code is not just one thing. We're all things, but one of the most important investments you can make in your life is take care of your health, take care of your body. I don't care what kind of car you drive. I don't care what home you live in. I don't even care if you own a home. Those aren't the most important things. If you are not good, if you're dealing with ailments, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, all those metabolic syndromes, and really they say like probably 85% of those are pretty much self-inflicted problems. So like I said, I don't care what you got, where you live, what you drive, take care of your health. That should be the number one thing. Because I mean, if you don't live a good quality life, what is that car you drive? You're not taking care of yourself, and you don't look good. What cares what brand you're wearing, because you don't look good in the brand anyway. It doesn't matter. You got that nice watch, but you don't look good. Just take care of yourself. Your body will thank you. And I want to say shout out to MarshallBelts.com. Man, I just got this one in last week. Invest in Yourself personal growth code. Made me an awesome killer belt. Get many compliments on it. Marshall Belt did a heck of a good job. The engravement, the metallic red. Again, shout out MarshallBelts.com. I'm going to do my podcast with the belt on my shoulders because I love the work that they did. And last podcast, I talked a little bit about V12 power. V12 power, V12 engine. I talked about our bodies being a V12. What I mean by that is we have V12 capabilities, but many of us, we don't put V12 food, V12 fuel into our engine, so we end up running on 4 cylinders. We're capable of running on 12. Again, we control the fuel that we put into our mouths. And again, a lot of times, your health and your body, it speaks for the fuel that you put into your body. So again, some people don't know exactly what healthy looks like. A lot of it is people grow up in certain around certain people in certain social settings. And a lot of times it's your social settings that help to shape your values and kind of shape the way that you are. If you grow up and you're hanging out with a lot of people that are like kind of like somewhat body conscious and they kind of eat kind of healthy, like more like salads and vegetables and like lean meats, and that's your crowd, that's the people that you're around, you're more likely to adopt that. You're more likely to do that. Again, people tend to turn out like based on what's around them. But even if not, you can still make changes. But it has to kind of be put in your face. It has to be kind of like right there for you. The worst thing to do is to wait to make changes until your doctor tells you to make changes. But I'm pretty sure when a person goes to the doctor and they get told that they have something wrong with them, they kind of suspected that they weren't great in the first place. The doctor just kind of like confirmed that. They kind of told you that you kind of knew already that you need to make some changes. Again, investing in nutrition is probably one of the best investments you can make. Again, I don't care what you got, investing in nutrition. Some of the foods that, and I'm not going to sit here and say what you should eat. Because you might eat something, it's nasty, you may eat something, you're allergic to it, and then you try to sue me. No, I'm just making suggestions of what you might want to look into. Get that right, okay? I don't want to know what you're sue me. I'm just getting started. I got no money for that. Anyway, salmon. Salmon is a good fish, high in omega-3s, high in protein. Omega-3s have been proven to help to increase your mood. I know when I eat fish, I have energy, I feel good, I'm like, yeah. And what some people know, what some don't know, is some of the Asian countries, I know, like, China, like Japan, they have some of the lower incidences of certain ailments that here in America we tend to face. And people are like, why is that? Well, they tend to eat a diet that's a little bit cleaner, a lot cleaner than ours. They don't eat all the processed stuff. They don't eat all the fast food stuff. They eat a lot of fish. Lots of fish. So if you can tolerate fish, you like fish. I love fish. I'm a tilapia guy. I'm a salmon guy. If you love fish, fish is good for you. Good lean protein source. Again, salmon high in omega-3s can help to improve your mood. I know when I eat a poke bowl full of fish, I walk out feeling like Superman. I'm like, boom, let's get the rest of this day knocked out. We're ready. And another one that's good to look into is quinoa. Quinoa is a grain that a lot of people are starting to utilize as a substitution for rice because it's also much higher in protein than rice. Protein's good for you. Don't let anybody tell you anything that it's not. Protein, when it comes to having a lean body, is pretty much the most important macronutrient of the three: carbohydrates, protein, and fats. All of them have their value and have their importance, but when it comes to maintaining and building lean muscle tissue, protein is king. A lot of people do not realize is that when you have more muscle on your body, you actually burn more calories. A pound of muscle at rest burns more calories than a pound of fat. There's debate out there about like how much exactly does a pound of muscle burn. I'll give you like a rough estimate. So this is the estimate that what the numbers that are out there. So it's been said that a pound of fat burns about 2 calories at rest. 2 calories at rest per day. And it's been said that each pound of muscle does about 3 times of that. So you could really see the big difference between, fat and the muscle. And that's a lot of times when you'll see people that do have some weight problems, you'll be like, I don't really eat that much. I don't see why. Your metabolism is a lot slower because there's a lot more fat mass on the body versus someone who has more muscle on their body. Their metabolism, metabolic rate is going to be a little bit higher. Just a little fun fact for you, just throwing that out there. Again, another food that you could actually look into that actually helps increase mood, also high in vitamin D, is mushrooms. Again, I'm a mushroom guy. A lot of people put mushrooms in their recipes and their salads. If you like mushroom, you tolerate mushrooms, those are the types of things you should look into. So we talk about quinoa, salmon, talk about mushrooms. Something else we'll actually sit back and we'll touch on is actually dark chocolate. And I'm not talking about the Hershey's chocolate. I'm not talking about that. That's when I was a kid, I thought pure chocolate was Hershey's chocolate, milk chocolate, right? That's full of sugar. That has like a lot of additives to it. So pure dark chocolate has been known to actually increase endorphins. And if some of you guys don't know, some of you do, is endorphins like your body's natural feel-good high. It's like when you go for a good run, you get a good workout in, you're like, ah, you feel good, a euphoric feeling. So dark chocolate does that, and you gotta get like at least 70% dark chocolate. Again, not Hershey's chocolate. When I was a kid, I went to the kitchen one time. I thought all chocolate was sweet. Ate a block of chocolate. I think it might have been 85, 90%. I think it was at my grandma's house. It's like, ah, my grandma's like, what are you doing, Johnny? You know, I believe, yeah, it's my grandma. And yeah, but again, it has to be at least like 70% chocolate to really like kind of count. So we get no Hershey stuff. And another thing is when you're eating your food, and always do your best. You always fill up on vegetables. You know, you like veggies, whatever, spinach, broccoli, fill up on veggies. So veggies give you a really good bang for your calorie buck. Like, people love deals, right? Like, people always hear, I got this deal on that, John, I got a deal on this jacket, these shoes, whatever, check this out, right? So, meaning, you get a lot from vegetables, and they don't have a lot of calories in them. Like, they have a lot of nutrients and vitamins in them, and they help you feel full, yet they don't bloat the waistline. So that food is basically a calorie bargaining food, meaning you get more out of it than it costs you. That is a deal. So definitely fill up on vegetables. Put those on your plate. You won't get fat eating vegetables. Veggies are good. Vitamins, nutrients, make you feel good. You eat that on a regular basis, your body is going to be more efficient. You're going to start working toward V12 power. You can't just eat good one time. Can't eat good for a week and, oh no, I don't feel like a V12, John's a liar. No, you can't go from bad, like 20 years or how long you've been doing it, and go good in a week. It doesn't go well. You got to do it a few weeks. You'll start to notice the changes. The brain will start working better. Energy's better. You're doing more things. You're starting to work toward V12 power. So again, let's work toward V12 power. Gave you a few foods in there. There's many, many more. And trust me, when we delve in deeper into the Invest podcast, we'll talk a little bit more about those things. Something else that I wanted to touch on just quickly before I wrap this up is, for me, being a life coach, fitness trainer, nutritionist, but talk about my life coaching stuff. And one thing I learned about in some of the courses I've taken is a lot of people don't take time to invest, to really pay attention to what happiness is, to what being happy really looks like. I feel like society gives many of us this false, generic kind of narrative of what it looks like a picture frame with a generic picture in it. And we assume, okay, this is what we got to do. The white picket fence. This is life, you know. Not everybody has all things that you have, and not everybody has all things that I have. We're all different. I feel like sometimes people judge their happiness, or people judge you based on what you have. What's your status? What kind of car you drive? What kind of house you live in? You know, do you own a home? You have to remember this, and this is very important. This has been said, I've read about this, is your happiness may not be the next person's happiness. Like, the next person, they may not care about driving a nice car. They may not really care about, living in a big house, or, buying a house at that time, or, different things, but they're happy. So I feel like sometimes, a lot of times, people ask you, what do you do for a living? How much money do you make? What kind of car are you driving? Where do you live? You own your home? Do you rent? But one thing that many people leave out to ask you is, are you happy? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you have. If you're not truly happy, it doesn't fucking matter what you got. I know people right now that got lots of shit. They got hella stuff. And some of them are miserable. But on the outside of looking in, they banging, they're happy. And a lot of times, I believe that what leads to that is a lot of people make decisions for their life, their careers on autopilot. And we'll touch on autopilot, many more times. Many of us make autopilot decisions, meaning we don't really think deep about what we're doing. We do things based on what people tell us we should do. And those people ain't paying your bills. They ain't taking care of you. Half of them, they don't even like you. So you got to make decisions that's going to make you happy, that you can live with, not on somebody else's term. Don't do things necessarily when someone else tells you should. I mean, maybe it's a good time for you, but you really look and see, does that work for me? And does that truly make you happy? And it should make you happy that you're impressing this guy. You're impressing that lady. Again, they're not doing anything for you. All they're doing is judging you. Find your happiness. Don't make autopilot decisions. Again, we're going to touch on that a little bit more as we dive deeper into the Invest podcast. Full episodes coming soon. We are premiering May the 14th to Friday, I believe. Yeah. It's going to be banging. Again, throughout the duration of the podcast, we're going to have athletes. We're going to have business owners, my fellow fitness enthusiasts. All these people got one thing in common. They invest in themselves. So they are a part of Invest in Yourself Personal Growth Co. If you invest in yourself, you're a part of Invest in Yourself Personal Growth Co. as well. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast preview. Hope it did something for you. Again, I got an awesome newsletter, fitness newsletter I put out this week. I'm talking about consistency. If you log on to www.investinyourselfpersonalgrowthco.com, scroll down to the bottom, put your email in, your setup, your LinkedIn. You're going to get that newsletter coming every week. Also send out a free recipe to your email as well. And again, Investing in Nutrition Meal Prep coming soon to the greater Sacramento area. Also, while you're on the website, we got gear, shirts, and hats, and all that good stuff. You can also email me at investinyourselfgrowthco@gmail.com to order from us as well. Again, it's been great. I hope you enjoyed the Invest podcast. I'm going to go ahead and get some food, take a shower, get ready for the day tomorrow, get ready to turn it in. Enjoy your night. Remember, invest in yourself, invest in your nutrition, live your life on your terms, do what makes you happy. See you later.